Hey everyone. So, this is the long awaited 100 subscriber special, which is pretty much now the 111th subscriber special. So, yeah, this is going to be a couple things. It's pretty much going to be like a compilation mixed with the Q&A I promised. So, the compilations that's going to be in here is best horn shows. I'm pretty much going to take all of my best horn shows and put them in here. But first, I think we can go with the Q&A. There's a couple questions, not as much as the last Q&A I've ever done, but there's a couple questions. So, yeah, let's get into the Q&A. The first question is from Iris Quaza, which is, what got you into trains? Also, what is a fun fact about trains most people wouldn't know? So, the thing that got me into trains was a video about how they used their horns back in like the older days, like 2 honks means forwards, 2 means backwards. But other than that, it was just seeing videos from a guy called BNSF 1458. He is a funny rail fan and pretty much he makes some really good videos, and he inspired me to make my own YouTube channel to make videos for people. And there's a couple people who inspired me, so I'll kind of list off those names now. So, the people who inspired me, this is not all of them, but just a couple. The people who inspired me are the Coaster Railfan 5005, Railfan 312, BNSF 1458, Michigan Railfan Enthusiast, and more. There's a lot of YouTubers that got me big into railfanning, not just those guys. But yeah, the railfanning community is a big, hobby. And a fact that most people probably don't know about trains is a hard one, but I'd probably say there's a specific pattern like they have to do at railroad crossings, but that's more of a thing that rail fans know, but average people don't really know, which is 2 long, 1 short, and 1 long till the cab or locomotive pretty much passes the crossing. So yeah, that's pretty much what people who don't know about trains would probably know about. I don't know. From my sister, she asked, when the way your purple goes well. So the when to where of when of the when of winning when of staples of winning when of Gatorade when. I don't know what the hell I just said, but yeah. So yeah. Honestly, that's a really good question. I have no idea. No idea. On to the next question from my sister. What is the most Sigma-ist train you got? Money emoji. Now, by rarity, probably a 952 leading P276, which is a VSET, or Union Pacific leader with Southern Pacific. But if you're talking about my favorite, it's probably 3008 leader because of the beautiful K5HLA on it, man. The K5HLA in 3008 is amazing, man. I could rant all day about that horn, man. My friend caught it back in January 1st, and I was like really jealous of it. But when I figured out it was going to be coming through on 492, I was happy, even though it was trailing. Then, I think it was like 2 days later, I got it leading. And then 2 days later again, I think, no, it was a couple days later I got it leading. Then 2 days later, I got it leading again. And I'll tell you, from the 2 times I've heard this horn, it is just the most beautiful horn I've ever heard. I'm being for real. Like, every single time there's a K5HLA that's going to be coming, I have to go to a crossing to get its full sequence in there. But yeah, that's pretty much my Sigma-ist trains. My sister also wants to know what the most memorable moment from Duran when you and I went there. The most memorable moment from Duran for me was either P276 or probably that when we were going pretty much downtown. We just walked the whole time, which I feel like would have been nice for me because exercise. But that one burger place that we went to was amazing. And since we didn't have portable chargers, we were able to charge our phones there. My friend Eastern Michigan Railfan has a lot of questions. And he asked, would I ever do a house tour for 125 subscribers? Would you ever do one of those My Life videos and explain your life from the start to now? CN 3115 or 3023. If CN lost track of rights on the Flint subdivision, what company would you prefer to take over? Would you drop out of school to become an all-time rail fanner, or repeat school and go to college to become an engineer for trains? Geometry train or long hood forward power movement? What do you like more, planes or trains? Would you ever if you got a dog, bring he or she to Durand with you? And lastly, do you like how CN took 50 ST-75Is and rebuilt them into ST-75I ACCs? So, I will probably never do a house tour because I don't know why, but I just find that kind of creepy. And I would not really do any of my life videos starting from like when I was born to now, because I just personally wouldn't do that. And 3115 or 3023, 3115, but preferably I'd want 3023 right now so I can get the heritage unit sets all done. And if CN lost track of rights to Flint subdivision, what company would I prefer to take over? Either maybe Canadian Pacific or CSX, because they're both good companies in my opinion. Would I drop out of school to become an all-time rail fan, or repeat school and go to college to become a train engineer? I'd probably repeat school to become a locomotive engineer, because I would go ham on the horn for horn shows. And geometry train or long hood forward power movement? Geometry train. Do I like planes or trains more? I don't like any of them more. I like them both equally. And if I would ever get a dog, would I bring it to Durand? Probably, but it just depends on what I'm taking to get to Durand. Do I like how CN took 50 ST-75Is and rebuilt them into ST-75I ACCs? I don't really mind as long as they don't get rid of my boy 5688. 5688 is my all-time favorite ST-75I, so they better not get rid of that one. I don't care what they do with the rest. Just keep 5795 and then 5688. I don't care what they do with the rest. Except for, like, the ones that I like. But yeah, 5688, they need to keep with the K5LA, and they need to keep that in general. Because, man, 5688 is an amazing engine. But, yeah, that's all for the Q&A, so on to Best Horn Show compilation. Alright everybody, I am back. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you so much for getting me over 100 subscribers. I am really appreciative. Also, I just want to say that me and my friend calls the Are You Okay horn show, or the 4 taps pretty much, Are You Okay? Because it sounds like it's saying Are You Okay? Like, Are You Okay? That's pretty much why we call it the Are You Okay horn show. But yeah, all I just want to say is thank you so much for over 100 subscribers, and I couldn't have gotten this far without all of you, and I hope you all have a good night or day, whatever time it is you're watching this video, and yeah, stay safe, y'all. Goodbye.